Hey everyone, it's Love Coach Macy here. I wanted to share with you my 3 essential keys to creating your love story in 21, and I'm so happy you're here. I just recently was reflecting on my own love story that inspired my work as a love coach and has helped so many women create the love of their life. And when I came upon the teachings and the strategies that I'd been searching for so long, and this was in my 40s, this completely changed my future. I went from being forever single to actually calling in the love of my life within 3 months. And I was engaged, and then we've been married since for 9 years. So what I discovered, I realized, was something that was exactly what was needed in the world, because there's so many challenges in the modern dating world right now, especially for those of us who used to date by going roller skating or hanging out with, at a college party, and you would meet someone. I mean, there's just so many different modern tools that have come into the scene. And for those of you who maybe had been married for a long time or been out of that game and are coming back in, it's a different world. And now we have the pandemic on top of it. So I am on a mission to help more and more people fall in love, no matter what's happening in the world, because it truly is an energetic thing. It's a consciousness. It's learning how to be in a relationship. And when you know how to do this, then your whole life can change. And it just takes one moment, one person, and you are creating your love story. So you need to know these 3 things. There's 3 key steps I want to share with you today. And if we haven't met, my name is Macy Matarazzo. I am the founder of Big Happy Love Coaching and the Super Love System. And I support single women in getting past those barriers that are known or unknown, and then being in the place where it's just inevitable that love shows up. And I see this all the time, that people tend to be just waiting and wishing and hoping something changes, and it's not going to change. So with these 3 things, you're going to have a place to start. So first of all, it really does start with making a decision. That sounds so simple, but so many times we're not actually choosing to create something different in our life. If you're continuing to wait and hope and dream and nothing's changing, then it means you haven't totally made that decision. So when you make the decision, say, you know what, I'm having this, I'm doing what it takes to create it, there is sort of this energy that comes with that is opening up to the universe that says, I am serious about this. And, what will it take for me to move forward? And when I made that decision, I noticed a difference. And let me just share with you a little bit what that felt like. So I had always in my heart known I wanted to share my life with someone since I was a kid. And I saw the fairy tales and these, romantic comedy movies and in magazines and all over the place, the love stories that I thought just someone would just show up, that I would bump into someone or someone would catch my eye in a restaurant, or I just had this real dreamy space of it just showing up. And it's not wrong to want it to just show up, because it still is a possibility. But the thing was, I was not actually putting my energy towards it. And so it was what I would call kind of peripheral dating. It was like, oh, okay, well, I'll try this online dating site. I mean, I tried online dating sites for over 10 years and just kind of throw something out there and, just can keep doing my life, but focusing more on my career, putting a lot of energy into that and not really taking that next step. The day I made the decision, which was 10 years ago this month, 10 years ago this month, I was approaching the new year and I decided that this was it. I was no longer going to just wing it dating. Like I was no longer going to just let dating happen to me, which was like, okay, I meet someone here or there and I just give it a try. And, I really wasn't clear about what would work. So I made the decision, which then I was inspired to actually take a look at, okay, and this is the second step, number 2, which is what is it that has been keeping me from that? And part of it was not making it a priority in my life. Part of it was that it was just kind of this thing that I, was afraid to want in a lot of ways. I found that I was afraid to make it important because if I didn't get it, then there would be this huge disappointment. How many of you can relate to feeling like, I don't want to want my love story because what if it doesn't happen? Then I'll be crushed. Well, that's really just is a self-fulfilling prophecy in the way that we're just expecting to not have it. And basically we're kind of putting faith in the disappointment of it. So when I could look at, okay, what's keeping me from love and then implementing practices. So what I do with my private clients and what I teach in my groups and my programs are these different to really get to be honest with what it is that is the right relationship for me. And that takes really knowing yourself. It takes going in and going, okay, what do I value? Am I living my values? Am I actually in relationship with myself in an honest way? And this part can be quite in depth. And for me, I worked with a coach. I did a lot of deep meditation. I did a lot of personal reflection. I was truly honest with, am I living my values, which I wasn't fully. And when I could see, oh, wow, I value, a sense of humor and creativity. And yet my whole dating world was like, I hate this. This sucks. And there was this mindset that was really creating more of that pain. So that second piece is an in-depth space, which a lot of people may not feel comfortable doing. But if you're here, I'm guessing that you do value that. And so being able to get to the root of anything that is pushing love away. There are experiences that we have where maybe we've had a bad relationship, or we grew up in a family where the relationship was with our parents showed something that we don't want. So we have these protections working in our relationship space that started when we were a kid. These are critical things to address, because if we have these defenses, these walls, these fears of doing it wrong again, where we maybe can't trust ourselves, maybe we got into a narcissistic relationship that caused a lot of trauma, Like any of those things become defenses against relationship in general. So in this second space, it's going to be about transforming and getting to the source of those blocks, those things that push love away, those things that keep it unsafe to actually allow love in and make it uncomfortable or not even possible to receive love. So this isn't to blame yourself or feel bad, but the truth is that this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to transform that inner world so it actually matches the love story that you're dreaming about. And so that second step is a big part of it. The things that I use with my clients are different tools that access the subconscious and transform it so that love comes in. Different tools where we develop that safety and that security within so you can trust yourself and you know what to do and you know who the right person is for you. And one of them is called Regenerating Images in Memory. This is really powerful processes I've been trained in that is the fastest way I know to really change our relationship space. And there's other tools like Kundalini Yoga, which works with the subconscious space too. And when you have the specific practices and systems in place that are personalized for your situation, then everything can change. And for me, within months, I saw a huge healing and shift that showed me because I saw a totally different caliber of person showing up in my dating life. And then soon after that, I met my beloved husband, Larry. So that second piece is really important. And then the third piece that is also important is that we need skills. We need skills in communication. We need to know how to navigate the online dating world without getting burned out. We need to be able to use our energy in an efficient way so that, we're not, burning out or feeling like we're kind of having to give everyone a chance. All of these things together, making the decision, doing that inner work, and then having the actual dating skills are the essential things you need to get to creating that love story of your dreams. And I promise you that if you are someone who really does want to create a change and see something different in your love life, it doesn't have to take that long. If you are open to receiving that kind of support, I have a couple suggestions for you right now. And one, if you're watching this in real time, if you're watching this in the future, I would say reach out to me and we can have a conversation. But right now I'm offering a free 5-day love camp. And in this, I will be teaching 5 days worth of love attracting habits. And I also have an amazing upgrade for this. So once you get the 5 days, you can also continue with me and get more personalized time. Come to a love clinic where we'll be on a Zoom and you'll get coaching and training to actually get those skills to date and relate in ways that create connection and actually work really well online to start developing relationships to see, get to know a person better. And also just even knowing how to do online dating. We're going to be talking about whatever it is that is really kind of hot for you. And we're also going to be doing really powerful healing meditation on Christmas Day and another one on New Year's Day that's specifically about manifesting your future. And so there's a lot. As part of the VIP experience of Love Camp, you will even get a one-on-one session with me. And right in that session, we're going to look at and say, okay, what is it that you need to get to that next level, so you can have the love that you've always desired, so that you can be super loved for exactly who you are. And that's my mission, is to help more and more people to get past any of these limitations. Because I know it feels like, oh, there's a pandemic, we can't meet as many people, but what I'm seeing are a lot of people actually taking the time to get to know each other, and amazing relationships blossoming from that. And how does it get any better than that? So if you are, I am inviting you to come join us in Love Camp. And if you want to join us in VIP Love Camp, I would say if that's for those of you who are really serious about making 2021 your year to find the one, I would welcome you there. And I cannot wait for us to play in this space. So thanks for being here, and we will see you really soon. Bye, everyone.